Don't be fooled by the cover art of the Super Nintendo release of Aladdin. You will never use that scimitar. Ever. The game plays like the most classic platformers, meaning that jumping on enemies will be 99% of what you do for attacks, both because it's the most effective for attacks and it's best for mobility. Basically. I mean, this is definitely a Capcom platformer from the 90s. And if you've ever played any Capcom platformers from the 90s on the Super Nintendo, you will find that the sprite work, the sound effects, and the music have a very familiar texture. Very familiar texture. Funny thing, the designer for the game was Shinji Mikami, who is responsible for the first ever installment of Resident Evil. So the guy who brought us Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, which is the most lighthearted, or at least one of the most lighthearted games ever made, is also the one who brought to us the most dark genre of gaming, which would be survival horror. Because Resident Evil 1 was the first time that that term was ever coined, survival horror. And it was used as a marketing method to sell the game. It wasn't because they were trying to make a new genre, it was just to describe Resident Evil, and it spawned survival horror. Crazy, isn't it?